Welcome back to Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. When we last left Darius Ravengard, the Elf Song Tavern exploded just a little bit. He's on the trail of the infamous outlaw Abbie Walker, who is now fleeing in the guise of Captain Bristlebeard. And a several days old corpse, was discovered, destroyed by the fireball. Darius is talking to Darius, a caravan scout, and trying to get him to join him on a giant crab hunting expedition. Darius looks to you and says, you know, it's not wise to go after those things one man at a time. It only takes one of them to grab you in its claws, and then you're stuck, and it's just... gotta work in pairs.
Okay, well then I think as it stands, he'll, guard caravans, for 5 gold a day. He'll work for me for 5 gold a day. So if I have to help him with this, he's just getting 5 gold for the days of work.
That's fair. Like, if you're not sending him on his own, hey, you go kill these things for me. If you go with him, that's honestly a different deal to him in his mind.
No, absolutely. So yeah, that is, I'm assuming, probably good. I'd like to. So basically, here's what my offer to him. I'm gonna basically pay him 5 gold, work with me for this day, and it's a day's work. We're already at this point, at least I would assume 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning.
It's getting on. It's like 11 o'clock.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. 11 o'clock. So it's about midday. So basically I say, hey, look, I'm going to give you 5 gold. And, basically you're mine until this time tomorrow. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Works for me.
Let's get out of here. Before we leave, I do want to find out if Brownbug and maybe with Jarvis's help are able to ascertain anything at all about that humanoid that was burnt. If they have,
they know it was a woman. It's been dead for a few days. It did not die in the fire.
I would like to ask Alan Aelith about, hey, so who the hell's room was this that had a corpse and a fireball in it?
Went by the name of Bristlebeard.
A pirate?
Went by the name of Bristlebeard. I don't ask.
Okay.
But I will say, definitely had a piratey sort of air to him. Literally threatened to make me walk the plank and said "yar" a lot.
Okay.
So for what that's worth.
God, I already hired on Jarvis. Can Jarvis, either I help him or him help me, kind of discern if Alan is telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth on this with some insight?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give Jarvis a shot at that. I don't know if that's his specialty, but I'll roll that. It is not his specialty.
Can we combo this? Like, if he can help me or I can help him, kind of a thing?
Oh, I got a 19. So, yeah, Alan is being forthright about all this.
Okay. Then I suppose we have to leave it at that. I'm assuming had the fireball not gone off, there would have been more information that I might have been able to discern.
Mm-hmm.
I will, however, point Alan to the window over here and be like, hey, since I touched the door and exploded, be careful with that window. That's the only other way in here. So I would say poke it with a very large stick before you try to open it. Maybe a 20-foot pole, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to get those at the specialty shop if they're over the normal 10-foot mark.
Well, you could just take 2 10s and just, that's totally, that's a thing.
Diabolical.
I know, it's amazing. But yeah, fire brigade and all that, you might want to, get everybody out here ready for this. And all right, okay. Well, I won't say anything if you won't. Thanks for the wine. I go ahead and just pocket that.
It was really great wine, by the way. Really nice.
And I didn't down a whole bottle, so I only took like a little bit out of that. That's what I'm going. So I should still have a mostly full bottle of really great wine.
Mm-hmm. Of fine elven wine.
Darius generally doesn't drink on the job. He had to share a drink with Tarina because they were doing a deal. Mm-hmm. And he took a couple of little swigs of this wine, but definitely he's not like Umberto in terms of getting into his cups.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that bottle, by the way, has 4 glasses of elven wine left.
Okay, 4 glasses of elven wine left. Very good. Mm-hmm. And what do I call this? Just really good elven wine?
Fine elven wine.
Fine elven wine. 4 of 5.
Yep.
Very good. Alrighty.
And did you deduct 5 gold to hire Jarvis?
I did now that you reminded me, yes. Deducting gold, hire Jarvis. All right. So Jarvis, not Jarvis, Jarvis.
Yeah, Jairus.
Okay, and I will take my Crozen 2.0 and leave.
All right, and you leave the elf song?
Yes, my plan is to have him. I know that they went out this way, so we're going to head out where Rhea and Darren had gone, and I'm looking in the sky for Darren to see if he's floating over anything.
Okay.
I would like. Hey, do you remember that armored knight that I walked in with? Find her, please.
Are you saying that to Jairus, or are you saying that to Darren?
To Jairus. I have no idea where Darren is.
Okay. I'm going to move us to the...
I can mentally talk with him, in which case, yes.
I don't believe you can.
Will reach out with my senses and tell him to fly.
Reach out with the force and pull that destroyer down.
Try. I know that I don't have that ability, but I'm absolutely going to try and see if I can connect with Darren.
Okay. You get a brief sensation of flight and this fluttering in your stomach, but then it's gone.
That is way more than I expected.
Okay, so you have a new marching order that includes Darius. He is going to go out and start searching. So, in the next 10 minutes...
Wait, mate,
yes?
Can I change the marching order? I definitely want the knight in front of me during all of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just going to modify this ever so slightly.
Do you want Jairus, up in front scouting?
That's a fantastic idea, actually. Yeah, if you can have him probably, yeah. I'm thinking we probably look like this.
All right. And again, marching order is up is forward.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, excellent. So, in the next 10 minutes, first off...
Actually, I'd probably stand next to her, actually.
Okay. Given that... No, that's fine. Given that it has been long enough, in the next 10 minutes, no encounter occurs.
Very good.
Yeah, it is now 11, just because of accumulated time from various tasks, drinks, conversations, etc. Every time you make a skill check, it's implied that, a certain amount of conversation and kerfluffle occurs. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm just going to roll with it. All right, so after that time, 1, Darren is nowhere to be seen. 2, you catch up with Rhea, who is panting in an alleyway and says that... I'm going to redirect the map real quick.
And if you could move the marker to where we are, that would be...
Yeah, the pirate ran that way.
Okay, and I catch up with her about here-ish?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Tarina pops out of an alleyway.
Oh, nice.
And she says, I think I know where he's going.
Oh, excellent. And I say, Jarvis, Tarina, you two met. She took a lot of money from us this morning.
Pleasure.
I've actually hired on Jarvis in order to help us take down this pirate and some crabs later on.
She shrugs. Jarvis eyes her.
Man, that's crazy back there with the door, right? Wow. And as I'm talking to them, I'm changing from my nice, disheveled, I'm gonna have to get this mended. Oh, crap. And I move over to my more
street clothes.
Self.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. You are now in your street clothes disguise. So
I'm gonna move it over to this one. I'm not in my crevane, but I have enough of it to where I'm,
good enough for me.
Yeah. I'm not crevane, but I am street clothes Darius right now.
Works for me. I'm gonna clear all these pieces up here because we're gonna instead rely on the ones in the party formation down in the bottom.
That is incredible. Yep, we've got our cool little our little ruby pins, and we've got that, so that's wonderful.
All right. So, what do you do?
I'm gonna listen to Tarina. I trust her implicitly.
Yeah, Blushing Mermaid. Pretty sure that's where the pirate's headed to. The pirate.
The pirate. Yeah, exactly. Hey, just FYI, we looked for you back there. Didn't implicate you in anything whatsoever. I said that you and I got a little schmoozy, and that didn't see where you went. And that we're just hoping that you're okay. That's where we stand. There's no fuzz that's going back there that Innkeep's handling. I just give her kind of the lowdown, things will be okay. Also, there was a dead lady in her room that went up in flames. Yeah.
Ah.
Do you know anything about that?
That's a clever trick. You sneak in and oh no, you found the infamous Abbie Walker, but she died. No one could identify the body. You know, it's a sort of. It's what
think of that.
That's what I mean. That's what I would do, obviously.
You're right. This is exactly. I look over at Darcy. This is exactly why I keep people like around.
If I'd just done that in the first place, that probably could have gotten Captain Deadeye off my back. I'll have to try that next time.
Yeah, that is. You know what? I should try that next time. That's amazing. I love that. I'll probably need to get a guy though.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, it's Baldur's Gate. Corpses are a dime a dozen.
Yeah, I mean, just ask the Candle Hollows. You know, gosh. Oh my God, they're really close by. It actually probably was Candle Hollow. Hey, now that I think about it, something was happening with them, mate.
Yeah, you uncovered documents that say that they've been selling corpses.
To the Phantombirds?
To the cult. The cult. Yeah, like they're just generally speaking, they are necromancers and they're in the body trade. And some of the bodies that the cult got to build its, ram-headed flesh golem. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Candle Hollows are totally necromancers.
Okay, I need to go twist some fingers on that and see what I can get out of that. Okay, cool. Great. Well, Tarina, you're awesome. Thank you. Have you seen my hawk anywhere?
Yeah, he went that way. Which should line up exactly with what I was telling you, which is that totally going to the Blushing Mermaid.
Oh, fantastic. That actually works out perfectly. What are you going to be doing in the interim? Are you going to take on Joplins right now?
I mean, what do you want me to do?
Well, like you said, I need to talk to
you need help? I mean, Abbie is supposedly not a pushover. Your call.
Well, I mean, like I think you're definitely useful in this, but I know that you are not the biggest fan of pirates, and if we're going to the Blushing Mermaid, that's like the pirate hangout, you know what I mean? So probably not the greatest, although I'd love to have you, as always. But here's what I'm thinking. You told me that I needed to talk to the clergyman. So I'm wondering if you could help me set up like hey, I need to come see you kind of a thing, but make sure to get the way I'll pay for me, and then make sure to get a plan ready to groom me to where I can actually go and do this properly and not just, get my knees broken and my fingers cut off during this whole exchange. You know what I mean?
That will probably take her the rest of the day. It's like a downtime activity to make all the appropriate contact and such.
That's exactly what I want. Please be busy for the rest of the day.
Okay, she's going to go ahead and let me make a note of that. Rena, assignment. Prep the clergyman. She's on it for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah. For those of you playing at home, Captain Deadeye, the arch enemy of Tarina, is at the Blushing Mermaid, and I don't want them crossing eyes because she doesn't know that I'm working with them yet.
Easy lies.
This is never going to come back to bite me.
Of course not. Absolutely not. Okay, what do you do?
I am going to take Rhea and Jaris, and we are going to be heading to the Blushing Mermaid. I am going to be keeping an eye out for Darren and doing my little mental / whistle to try and get him to come on down and point us in the right direction.
Okay, you make contact. He is circling overhead the Blushing Mermaid.
Perfect. Gosh,
10 minutes. 10 minutes are deducted from your time as you transfer between districts, but you don't pass through any gates.
Very good.
So,
and we are going to go straight there.
Okay. Give me one moment. Prepare the Blushing Mermaid. Because, did I mention, we now have the Blushing Mermaid.
Oh, and actually, that's perfect. Before we do that, I am going to tell Jaris and Rhea, keep an eye on the Blushing Mermaid, see what information you can get, do a little bit of a stakeout. I'm heading to the Shrine of Suffering to get a little bit patched up before I move into this.
All right. Apparently I need to fix everybody's auras. Give me 1 sec here.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did you say you're going to the Shrine of Suffering first?
I'm taking me and Darren to the Shrine of Suffering. I want Rhea and Jaris to stake out the Blushing Mermaid. Of course, go in, pretend you're patrons, all that stuff. And beforehand, I am going to use my disguise kit to just change each of them up just a little bit so they're not hella obvious to Bristlebeard, who just saw them at the Elfsong Tavern.
Okay. Roll a use of your disguise kit.
All right. Alrighty. And what attribute would you like me to use? I would preference dexterity for my use of being able to kind of just change them up a bit. But if you want me to use something else, please let me know.
For the time being, I'm going to allow that.
Glorious. And I am disguising my allies. I'm re-rolling that.
Okay, you're going to use your inspiration. Done and done.
I'm going to use inspiration to re-roll that. I am not good at anything with sneaking. Why? Why is that the case? Okay, oh god, a 10 with a +3 or 7? Gosh darn it. Okay, well.
All right, well, it could be worse.
Good enough for government work. It's not a 1.
Oh my god. It's awful.
Why can I literally not do anything but sneak and kill? I am only good at sneaking and killing. Okay.
Unlucky. All right, so
well, actually, I am lucky, just not anymore.
So you go to the Shrine of Suffering?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to take 5 minutes for that.
Okay.
You arrive at the Shrine of Suffering, where Brother Hodges and his children are hard at work taking care of the downtrodden and lowly of Baldur's Gate. What would you like to do?
I would like to inform Brother Hodgins, if we haven't already, that the Candle Hallows are likely necromancers, and they are selling bodies that they are reclaiming around the lower city to the cults. Luckily, we appear to have eradicated most of the cults, the big ones that are here in Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
But that is something you may want to be aware of, especially considering you're also in the business of putting people to rest. Also, I just blew up. If you could help, please.
Okay, you're going to use your once daily boon of healing from Brother Hodges. He's going to go ahead and lay hands on you and pray to Ilmater, and he heals you for 13 points of damage.
Oh, thank you. That was fireball I just took.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Brother Hodgins. It's always a pleasure to be able to experience the glory of Ilmater.
Yes, I'm sure that Ilmater's wishes would be that these necromancers be brought to justice so that they cannot harm the people of this city.
Do you have any? I myself, though a firm believer in the glories of our Lord, I'm assuming that with these funeral arrangers, they probably have a sense of knowing how to do religious-y type things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you would be able to provide me with that I could use in order to kind of catch them with their pants down, so to speak? They're doing anything obviously untoward that I could use to maybe put an investigation onto them.
Well, I mean, that's not really the way that Baldur's Gate works. The way that Baldur's Gate works is the Flaming Fist show up, flash their badges, do whatever the hell they want, no matter who they trample on, and then continue along their way.
Absolutely, I of course know that, being the son of the one who started them. However, right now they're not really down for helping people unless like it directly helps them, at least for the next 7 days. So I think that I would need to be able to, as a deputy, flashing my badge, of the Flaming Fist, I would need to have probably a decent reason as to why I'm going there, messing with them. In that sense, I'm not getting any back.
Brother Hodges is not good at subtlety or infiltration. He doesn't really have any good ideas on how he could help you. If you think of something and there's something he can help, he'll gladly do it, but he doesn't have any ideas.
That's what I mean by, like, if there's anything, like, for instance, he would know how to do funeral arrangements, I'm assuming. He's interred people.
Yes.
So is there something that, like, as part of the basic process, that either he would know of the Candle Hallows, or that if I was able to observe them and then report to him, would he be able to go, oh yeah, you don't do that? Like, I mean, that's something really obvious, Maybe
if you gave him a good report, but until that happens, he has no idea.
Copy. Cool. Just making sure. All right. Thank you, Brother Hodgins. Appreciate it.
Of course. Go with Ilmater.
I shall. And I'm going to head back to the Blushing Mermaid.
Right. That's another 5 minutes.
Oh my. Okay.
So I'm going to add 10 minutes to the timer.
Okay.
It is now, let's see. It's now 11:20 a.m.
Alrighty.
You arrive at the Blushing Mermaid.
And my friends have had 10 minutes with which to ascertain what's going on here.
Give me one moment to give you sight beyond sight.
Oh my god.
Boink. Boink. And I just need to drag you and your bird friend, Darius,
I have the power
on the map, and Darren on the map. Welcome to the Blushing Mermaid.
Oh, good. All right. Using my contact with Captain Deadeye, I am going to show up, not interact immediately with my allies, and I am basically going to ask around for Captain Deadeye.
All right. Go ahead. Let me make sure that I
He
can.
he has a room here. I'm going to go to his room if I don't see him on the way there.
Come on in.
Oh, my. Gosh, mate, there's a lot of people in these places nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Captain Deadeye is literally sitting right here drinking.
Oh, good.
When you enter the room. Rhea and Darius are around this corner.
Perfect. I pop in, see Captain Deadeye, and is his seat full?
You could shove. Yeah, you could shove your way in there.
All right, I'm gonna shove my way in there.
All right, the way is shoved. Go ahead and put yourselves there. He gives you a look through his, completely watered out dead eye.
Yep.
But moves aside so that you can scooch in, and everyone at the table sort of gets a read on that. They're like, oh, okay, all right. I don't know who this guy is, but apparently, that's fine.
That's fine. How are you doing? Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're fine here. And so I'm gonna take a seat, look around, eyeing all the different individuals here.
Mm-hmm. Roll perception.
And, doing that thing. Can I get a little hand from my hockey or not?
You could roll for your hawk instead if you want.
I would do that instead, for sure. Darren, come here, buddy. You are so much better at this than I am. Oh, perception actually is a +2 to this, so 21.
All right, nice. Okay, so you get a very good read on the room. There's a lot of sailors, maybe pirates. Mostly, they're sailors, right? A pirate is just a sailor who's decided to go rogue.
Yeah.
All sorts of raucous conversations going on. It's super loud in here. But perhaps the loudest is coming from the table behind you. Right over here.
Oh, gosh, Vaquero. Do I recognize this person? Do I know who a Vaquero Agretti is?
You have never seen or heard of this person. But
cool.
He is talking loudly. Trade and adventure have taken me to the snow-capped vistas of the spine of the world, out beyond the Moonshay Isles, and south to the impenetrable jungles of the peninsula of Chult. But nothing, as he buys another round of drinks, nothing is so pleasing as to see the spires of the High Hall as my ship returns home.
Oh, man, I'm burning another ship, aren't I? Okay, so I give a little listen to this guy, and mostly I'm looking in turn to these gentlemen here and getting a sense if they are with Captain Deadeye or just
you wanted him to start gathering a crew, right?
Yes.
These people haven't joined him, but he's starting to be in a position where he knows people and you can start bringing people on if you want, though you will have to pay their wages.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good enough. So I don't want to just immediately rip him away, but I make it pretty clear to him that I want to talk with him privately.
All right, he'll let's see.
We can either adjourn to his room or we can kick these guys out.
He can adjourn to his room. That's fine. So I
will buy a round of really cheap drinks for these guys, saying that I'm just borrowing the good captain for a moment. We shall return. Please enjoy this. I call someone over. Enjoy a couple of really shitty, swilly drinks while we're going.
All right. For the shitty ale, you need to drop 6 copper to buy all 3 of them a glass of shitty ale.
I'm on it.
The shitty ale has a special quality. Flavor will not leave mouth until next short rest.
Enjoy the poop.
Enjoy the poop.
I specifically want to try and take us in a path that will make sure that we pass my friends.
Okay, go ahead and move. His room is through the stairs, which is over here, by the way.
Cool. Yeah. I want to basically, my idea is to avoid this group here. I don't want to be too close to them at all times. So I'm just going to move myself. Oh, I can't get through this door.
What door can't you go through?
This looks like a door, I would assume.
Yeah, let me open that for you. Let me just get all the way off of that thing.
Let me just get off that. It should be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Exactly. Right. You should be able to move through.
I run up to the door and I'm like, no. Oh, God.
The guy next to it just sort of opens it for you. Is it still not working? Please! Please!
Open this door. You're making me look bad. Get out of the way.
All right, I think it's just
thank God.
freedom.
Okay.
Release me from this hell.
I can't see. I know there's a commoner here, it looks like, but I can't see them anywhere.
Yep, there's a door there too. Let me open this.
Okay, good.
Let me open this cursed evil door.
Yes, to open the accursed doors. I don't see my target anywhere. I just want to walk by and I'm like just like kind of like do. I'm just like peeking in here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything.
Roll a stealth check just to.
Yeah.
And are you in disguise? Are you you're in a different guise now, right?
Yes, I'm in. Oh gosh, no, I did change. I'm in this one now.
Okay. All right then.
I'm in street clothes.
Yeah. Roll stealth or roll deception to avoid looking suspicious.
Yeah. I want to avoid
the disguise is pretty effective. All right. Yeah. No, nobody has any reason to suspect you for anything whatsoever.
Then I'm just gonna give a quick little like. Okay, cool. Yep, good to know. All right. I'm super sneaky. All right, I walk by, I bring the good captain with me, and my bird is going to. I'm gonna send him outside to just hover around. If there's any like fighting or danger he hears, swoop in and help. But if not, don't. The guy saw the bird. The bird just is gonna keep flying overhand and just every now and then peek inside.
Okay. Darren alerts you to a keening cry. Target located.
Okay, good to know. Very nice. Alrighty, and I am going to pass by my friends and just tap them on the shoulder and like nod my head toward the stairs that we're going towards.
You are moving. You're rolling squad deep.
I'm basically giving them like a wait, like 1 minute kind of a thing, you know?
Okay. Do you want them to go to the stairs or do you want them to wait?
Wait and then follow is what I'm going for.
All right, they're gonna wait.
But this guy, of course, Captain Deadeye is gonna keep coming.
All right. He's with you.
And at this point, he's gonna be the one kind of leading me to the room, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right, the two of you go up the stairs into the unspecified, not on the map rooms. Gets to his dingy little accommodations at the Blushing Mermaid. All right, lad, what do you want?
Okay, so here's the thing. I got a job for us. By the way, how are you doing? Everything all right here?
Oh, there's plenty of lads looking for work if you got the coin.
Good. I have coin. I have work. This is good. Okay, so here's the thing. A couple of jobs. First of all, downstairs. Don't know if you heard that crooning cry of a hawk. There is a pirate downstairs named Bristlebeard. Heard of him?
Never in my life.
There's a reason for that. Bristlebeard is actually a charlatan known as Abbie Normal. Don't know the last name. Abbie something. Hold on a sec.
Walker. It's Walker.
There we go. Thank you. I closed the bounty. Abbie Walker. She is I give him the lowdown. She's a rogue from Waterdeep, gotten over her head, showed up here. She has a rather large bounty on her head. My idea is as such, to kind of solidify our relationship and make sure that you have a nice group that you can roll with, I am planning on giving you quite a bit of this bounty if we can turn it in. If you can get a bunch of guys here, we surround her, because it actually is a lady. We tell them to come quietly or get roughed up. You know, life is better than death, and we take them in with numbers. After we turn it in, you get a handsome amount of the reward. You are going to be using that money to keep your guys in check. You'll be able to keep as many guys as you need, and I am going to start feeding you jobs from Garmal's House of Mastery. I have a few different gigs that I want you to take, and you and your boys should be able to handle it.
I love that you're going to just start outsourcing these to third parties.
Yep, exactly.
How handsome are we saying here?
Well, here's the thing. Normally, we're looking at near a grand is what this person is almost worth. I am prepared to give you at least half of that, depending on how many guys you can, how smoothly this goes. If you only get me 2 dudes to help you, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get them to cow down to us, then the harder this is for me, the less you get. If you can make this easy as pie for me, this might just go to you, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You know, it's an incentive kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's
Roll persuasion.
with it, man.
No, unless you want to. I mean, Darren has an inspiration left, but you do not. 12.
I think it's a great. I think. Oh no, I had 2. I had one at the beginning and one that I was awarded. So I do have one left. I just don't want to use it on this. I'm giving him a great offer. If he wants to take it or leave it, fine.
Oh, I mean, it's just an idea of whether or not he thinks you're good for it. You're still early in your relationship and all that.
Oh, absolutely, totally.
All right, but you better make this worth it.
I give him a bit of a jingle. I have several different. They're not all in one bag. I have several different purses with gold. I give a couple of them a jingle and say, "Look, if this goes south, I'll make sure you get a little something for your efforts. Okay, I'm good for it."
Aye. All right, so he'll come on downstairs. Well, if you're ready for it, he'll come downstairs and he'll start passing the word around.
Perfect. All right, yeah, and we're basically going to. At this point, after our talk, the 2 of them should have come up and joined us. I basically kind of every now and then peek out of the room and hey, over here. Yeah, and then I introduce them and say, "Okay, Captain, this is Rhea. She is a Hell Rider from the disappeared city of Elturel. She's got her own agenda, but for now, she's here to help us as long as we eventually help her as well. And this is Darius. He's looking for work, and we're here to give it to him. He is a very capable scout and guard. And everybody, this is Captain Deadeye. He is a notorious and powerful pirate lord who I am working on getting him back on the open seas.
Yar.
We've got a bit of a sordid history, but you know what? Money solves all wounds.
Aye.
You can tone down the pirate stuff, Captain.
Nay.
And yeah, if there's any questions that Darius or Rhea have, I'm prepared to answer them and make sure that we're all good.
They just want to know the plan.
The plan is that Captain Deadeye, as I believe it, is going to head down, grab a couple of people that he's been shining on to the idea of work. We are going to corner Bristlebeard and make sure that we have the exits blocked. My plan is to have both Rhea and Darius near the only available exits nearby. Make these right here, these doors or windows?
Windows.
As far as I can tell from my glance and all that, these are the only 2 windows aside from this one over here, right?
Correct.
So my plan is to have Rhea at this window, Darius at this window, and I'm going to keep Darren over at this window because there's nothing. There's only this. There's no door here. This is just stairs, right?
There's a window right here.
Okay, you know what? Instead, I'd have Rhea here, Darius at this door, and then the rest of us are basically going to approach, tell everybody that isn't Bristlebeard to take a hike, and we're going to corner Bristlebeard and make sure if they try and push past us, we're going to wreck them. If they try and go right, they got Rhea. If they try and go left, they got Darius, and we're going to just take them.
Okay.
The jig is up, and it's either surrender or die. I already hired Darius, so I don't need to worry about him getting any kind of payout. He's just getting, money for a day's work. I'll probably give him a little something as a tip, and then Rhea, I don't know if she wants any money. I might, if she needs something, I'll get her, make sure she has something.
Rhea wants to find Thavius Krieg. Money is an earthly concern as long as she has her lifestyle needs met. She doesn't really care about money.
This lifestyle, easy to do. And then I'm promising, again, the better things go, the more Captain gets. If the worse things go, then the more I get. My plan really is that if this goes well and we can turn her in, I do want to give him a bulk of the money and say, look, use this as a startup to get yourself going, kind of a thing.
It's what,
also, before this is, oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's what he needs to get to start building up to getting his ship.
Exactly. Also, my idea is I want to talk to him about possibly, maybe making something happen here. You know what I mean?
Do you want to talk about any of this before you execute your plan, or are you ready to execute your plan?
I'm ready.
Okay.
This looks pretty good. I give them all as much as I know about her to know what tricks to look for. She's a charlatan. She's a rogue. Obviously, she either purchased a body with which to try to feign her own death, or she killed them. I'm assuming she's not someone to be taken lightly, so it's likely that people are going to be getting injured. I don't know what kind of trick she has up her sleeve, but I do warn them that she was able to put a fireball on the door that we just found. So she might be able to cast magic, or she bought powerful magic. However, I do let them know that those runes have to be, laid ahead of time. Unless she, for some reason, was able to put something here, we should be okay. But just be aware she might be able to cast high-level magics. If she does, we just need to get her and take her down quick.
All right. So
I'm thinking the idea for this, knowing what we know, is to basically approach, join their group if they're talking or whatnot. And then just jump them. Don't even do the whole all right, you're surrounded. Don't give them time to react. Just jump them and go from there. The plan is to basically grab them and gag them to make sure if they are a spellcaster, they don't have the means of casting spells, and then keeping their hands bound so that way they are not able to do the motions. My big fear right now, since she did this, either she has magics or at least has access to them via items or whatnot.
Okay. Roll initiative, just because we're going to start going in initiative order, because it's kind of like a stealth mission where positioning matters. At what point does Bristlebeard, the infamous pirate, think the jig is up is going to depend on some initiative stuff. So go ahead and roll for initiative.
Do you want me to do that while we're up in the cabin, or can I get everyone in place first and then we roll initiative?
You cannot because getting everyone in place could arouse suspicion depending on how you do it.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Then let's do that then.
Where be the good captain? Yar. All right. One of your retainers can go on your turn. The other one, because you're multi-ing right now, we're gonna. You know what? No, just take all your retainers on your turn.
Yeah, that makes it pretty easy.
But I am gonna give them separate turn markers just so that we don't forget about them.
Definitely, absolutely.
12.
And I'm okay if you want to put Captain Deadeye on his own initiative with his people.
I am gonna go ahead and do that. That is a good idea.
Okay.
Creatures. He is a bandit captain. There we go. Nicely done. So when he comes out, by the way, he is going to take a moment or two to throw around some money, and this is his crew. He has 5 bandits at his disposal.
No thugs, bandits?
Yeah, just the bandits.
Because he was talking to some thugs at the table. Were they not part of it?
I rolled and I didn't get high enough for it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. Yep. Just making sure.
I'm going to roll for Bristlebeard, the pirate.
And Darius is also going on my turn order, right? Just making sure.
Darius is a hireling. I'm going to have him go on his own turn.
Perfect. Just making sure.
Nope. Valid. I think I just gave him... Did it roll twice? It did not roll twice.
Yep, good.
All right, cool. So, from these positions, what were Captain Shrimptoe's orders?
His orders were to gather his men, and then we are going to get in position. I'm going to get Rhea outside to cover this window. I am going to have Darius just basically head on down here and then linger without being seen by this door. And then once we're moving in, he'll basically block. We're basically going to be holding this door with Darius, hold this door with Rhea. And then I am going to have Darren position inside my cloak and do the whole bird trap. And we are basically from this way, he'll bring his gang. From this way, I'm going to come with the bird. I'm going to have the captain go first, and then I'm going to follow. And our plan is to basically just jump this person.
Okay, so you don't want him to move. So you want him to hold right here, and then on your go, they're going to move around and flank, right?
Exactly.
All right, so they're just going to crowd around the bar on their turn.
Actually, you know what? Because there's a bunch of them. It makes more sense coming through. Yeah, no, it makes more sense for the bunch of them to come through this way because there's a whole lot of them.
Yeah, they all.
Our go, by the way, as soon as they start approaching, before the jig is up of sorts, I'm basically going to pop around and throw a dagger to not kill them, but not disorient them. You know.
So are they going on your dagger?
They're going. They're moving closer and closer and closer, but they're not going until the dagger is sewn. Once the dagger is sewn, the idea is to. They've been warned that this person possibly can cast, not sure. That they are not actually a pirate, they are actually a lady rogue from a neighboring town that is being hunted by the House of Mastery. Ahead of time, I am going to go talk to the patron, let them know. I'm going to flash them my badge and say, hey, we're bringing a known one of criminal justice. When things start flying, keep everyone calm. Our plan is to apprehend them and leave. We don't want to make any more trouble than we need to.
Who are you saying this to?
To the tavern owner, whoever the tavern owner is.
Okay. So the barkeep.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm going to run this by Shrimp Toast first. So
you don't want to be flashing the brass about here, lad. You won't make any friends that way.
Okay, so how about if I pay this guy to just say, hey, look, we're going to grab a wanted criminal and get out?
Now that is the way.
Then I am going to make sure I don't flash the badge. I'm going to give. I look at the captain. 5, 10. I'm still getting used to this whole underworld thing. Where are we landing?
Oh, I think for 5 shiny ones, you might be able to get away with it if he likes your charm.
All right.
If not, better go for the 10.
Okay, then I'm going to go to the barkeep, let them know what's happening, and I'm going to flash my best rotten smile and 5 shiny ones.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself up.
It's not rotten. I'm not in my awful attire, but I don't know where this gent is.
The gent is tending bar and completely surrounded now by Captain Shrimp Toes and his gang, his temporary posse.
Nice. This is going to be then I'm going to do a polite intimidation then.
Okay.
The boys and I are about to have some fun. We're bringing someone to justice. We want to make sure it's as quick as easy as possible. You want to make that happen, don't you? That kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm. All right, roll into
kind of a bonus with all them surrounding me.
Are you throwing down any money, or are you just strong arming?
I'm throwing down 5 gold.
Okay, roll an intimidation check.
No bonus of any kind with all the people with me, or okay, yeah, we're fine.
Try not to break anything. Swab the bar top. Pockets the 5 gold.
Very good. We'll do our best. And our plan is to just take them and then leave the way that we came. But we might have to leave through a window, depending on how things go. I apologize ahead of time.
All right, Darius moved. Darren, I'm going to move Rhea.
Darren, by the way, I'm calling him back to return to... Actually, no, I'll leave him with Rhea. That's fine. I'll leave him out there with Rhea.
Okay, so Darren is in a holding pattern. Rhea starts to move. You did your thing. Bristlebeard, the dreaded pirate, who nobody has ever heard of. Rolling some secret rolls. All right. Pay no mind. The captain's turn. He's looking at you and just sitting here with all of his guys as they all act like they're going to buy something. But he just has his eye on you. Do you signal him at all?
Yeah, give him the start moving.
Okay. They're going to go ahead and move casually. So they're not double moving. They're just single moving. Try to avoid.
All kinds of casual. That is what we're looking for. We are the pirates that don't do anything, and if you ask us to do anything, then we'll just tell you.
All right, Darius is standing by.
Did you just take the barkeep with you?
Nope, you're standing on the barkeep.
Oh, I can see. Okay, he's the guy that's the guild. Okay, cool. Great. Lovely.
All right. Darius went. Darren is waiting for Rhea. Rhea is going to hustle to try to get into position. And it's your turn. What do you do?
I am going to just keep an eye around and just slowly. I'm not like in this. I'm going to be kind of like on this side of the wall, not poking out yet, because it's just this part is the door, right? Not like this whole thing. It's just
correct.
Here.
Correct. So you can have half cover if you're like in the doorway.
Yeah. So basically, I'm in the doorway. And can Darius be like on the other side of the door, like right here?
Yeah, he can be right there.
We're both kind of like cop-wise, like
leaning in the doorway.
Yep, other side of the door frame.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like giving him like a
Well,
5, 4,
to make
3,
that
2.
work, he's actually gonna need, because he'd be standing like in the opening. He can be right here.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were gonna have it. Yeah, like kind of like that.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's
so
good.
This is the technical doorway we're saying, right?
But actually, it's a fairly wide, so both of these squares. But I'm only gonna allow one person to like be in this area to do the the door,
Gotcha.
the room clearing thing at a time. Roll perception, please.
Yep, roll perception. The 10.
Okay. Bristlebeard seems super tense. Roll insight as well. And has a hand inside a sleeve right now.
Okay.
Roll insight. That's all you got. Seems super tense. Eyes darting around. Hand inside sleeve.
Okay.
You have not really taken an action. You've only moved. Anything else?
I am considering where things are and how quickly he's moving. I'm going to use my action to ready an action to quickly throw a dagger. Intention is pommel side down to crack into the head and stun Bristlebeard as the pirates approach.
Okay, and that's with one of your special abilities?
Yes, yeah. I'm actually making an attack roll, but I'm going to be using one of my skill tricks in order to do a. Let me get the name on this thing. Cunning Artifice, doing. Oh, looks like I got rid of that. Okay, I guess it's disorienting strike. Crap, I thought I had the other one. Any creatures on you expend one tiny die to make a Constitution saving throw or get disadvantage on their next attack roll or wisdom. Perception check.
Okay.
So, yep. That's what I'm going for.
Use your bonus action to enter stealth as well.
Perfect. I will do
because
that.
you are trying to be at least unobtrusive. So roll that.
Yes. I am definitely doing that. A 12. I am on the other side of the door, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you ready in action, right?
Ready in action, yep.
Put a clock on it.
Putting a clock on it.
Okay. Bristlebeard stands up, pulls out the hand crossbow, fires it 3 times.
I am going to, as they pull out the crossbow, I throw the dagger.
All right. So the way that it works is they still get the attack, but then you get to do your thing.
Yeah.
All right. So fires the hand crossbow 3 times. Once, not at you, but at like Captain Deadeye and his mooks.
So with my ability, I make it so that their next attack's a disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll go ahead and let you do your thing.
So it's, when they're pulling the crossbow, I know that it's happening like at the same time, but I'm making it to where one of their shots is at least going to go foul. Hopefully.
Got it. So I'm going to give the first shot normal, but then your interruption will catch the second shot.
Perfect. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
All right. Pulls out the hand crossbow and fires it at one of the pirates. Thwack. Oh, that was a GM roll. I'm going to re-roll so that everyone can see. Kathwack. A 20 to hit, inflicting 8 points of damage.
This is the first shot you said, right?
Correct.
Okay. I can't see anything yet. Maybe it hasn't just caught up yet.
It's possible.
There we go.
Yep. The pirate has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Beefs it. Speed is halved until the end of its next turn.
Ooh, interesting.
I'll put, is this poisoned? I hope that's poisoned. All right. Then your attack goes off. Roll your attack. This is a sneak attack. You have advantage. You were not detected.
Perfect. Advantage.
Wait, no, actually, you failed to beat the you failed to beat Bristlebeard the pirate's passive perception. So this is not advantage, but it is a sneak attack.
Yeah. They're caught unaware, but they saw me as I rounded the corner, so it wasn't from surprise. That's fine. Okay. Throwing the throwing knife. Normal attack. 13. I am going to, before you tell me if it goes or not, I'm going to go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
So I would have advantage on this. So I'm just going to roll one more time. Now I'll use my other inspiration, and 22.
Okay, yeah, a 22 absolutely hits. Give me all the damage from, because the sneak attack wasn't on. Give me that whole pile of stuff.
Perfect. And I'm now out of inspiration. Just Darren has one. And oh, yeah, you're right. That wasn't on. Crap. Okay. Let me just do this right here. I'm going to roll a backslash 2d6. So the sneak attack is going to be 9 points of damage.
So 15.
And then I actually finally made sure that everything was working properly. So I'm going to click disorienting strike. This is what is happening. So
right,
I'm going to add
an
extra 1d6 to the, or 1d6, right? Yeah, 1d6 to the damage roll. And they need to make a Constitution saving throw right now.
All right.
So that is a total of 18 points of damage, natural 20 on their save, so they do not get disoriented.
You said 18 points of damage?
18, correct.
All right, and because your stealth check failed, uncanny dodge, half damage, you inflict 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Ready to action, and they are not disoriented.
Correct.
That has used one of my 4 skill tricks.
Second attack fires at the same bandit. Actually, no, second attack is going to fire at you now that you've, jumped out.
I do have at least half cover, right? Because I'm behind the doorway.
Yes, you do have cover. So you get a +2 to your armor class. Kathwack! 22. You take 10 points of piercing damage and roll a Constitution saving throw.
8 damage, right up to 17 points of damage. Holy crap.
Well, it's 10 piercing plus up to 7, depending on whether or not you make your save.
Yeah, no, just last time she rolled really low, and this time she rolled really high.
Yes.
Is all I'm saying.
Yes. Roll that save for me.
Roll that save, 9.
Your speed is halved until the end of your next turn. Snail!
Oh, but I could have taken half damage if I saved as well. Okay.
Correct. So you take the remaining 7 points of poison damage.
17. Ouchie. That didn't feel great. Okay.
And she's going to fire at you again. With her third attack. 20. Does that hit you with cover?
Oh, I mean, with half cover, yeah. I thought I would have 3/4 cover because I'm behind a door. Yep.
Well, it's not a door, it's just an archway. Okay, take another 10 points of piercing damage and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Wow. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's try this again.
You succeed.
Save.
You only take 3 points of damage. And then she is going to go jumping and crashing out the window. Which takes...
Darren is ready there and attacks her as soon as she...
Yep, go ahead and roll an attack for Darren. Darren has used most of his specials for the day, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I think he's out of everything. Just regular stuff. But I did hit, so he should automatically hit with this.
Correct. Roll damage. 5 slashing. All right. -5. Thwack. Yeah, she is super suspicious, so as soon as she saw the people gathering, I gave her a wisdom check just to see if she would get suspicious or not, and she rolled super well.
Yep.
All right. Get 'em, lads! And given that a window has already been smashed...
I did tell him that might happen.
Yep. Captain Shrimp Toes is going to shove his way through. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Yeah, so that's the closest that he can get. Let's see. The others, the bandits are all going to, the pirates are all going to focus on just like, he can't get through, he doesn't have enough movement. They're just going to charge in as fast as they can.
Just surround, yeah. I did tell him try and just stop them from doing things.
Yep. They just all like clown car their way out of the
Yeah, I love it.
All right, they continue to is that all of them? Yep, that's all of them plus slowpoke. The captain is going to make a 2 ranged attacks with daggers.
Yeah, dagger.
One hit for 7 points of damage. And that is it for Captain Shrimp Toes and company. Darius! What can Darius do?
Should be able to jump out the window and then
Yep.
do something with this.
He's gonna move to here, and he's gonna have to occupy this space right here. And then from that range, he's going to fire almost at point blank with the crossbow. No, with the longbow, rather.
Nice.
Wait, no, he has a spear. He has a spear. He can attack from that range. And I need to update his, let's see, spear, reach 10 feet, 1d8
And from where he is he flanking with anybody from his reach, or can you not flank with a spear?
Let's see, he is technically attacking from here. Yeah, he's flanking, because like literally all the other sides are covered, so he'll have advantage on this attack.
Cool, yeah, this guy's got nowhere to go.
And he attacks twice.
Nice, oh, cool.
Oh, that's a crit. The first one completely fails, but the second one is a critical hit.
Nice.
-10. All right, still going. Bristlebeard, the dreaded pirate, aka Abbie Walker.
Nice. Okay, my speed is half, so I'm down to 15 points of movement. So I am going to move up to here. Not a great spot for me, but it is what it is. And then they have cover because there's people in the way, but I can still, I'm within range, so I can definitely get a shot off. And I am not taking any chances with this. I'm going to throw a lingering wound on them.
All right.
So let me first attack. This is not with advantage, but they have people near them, so it'll still be a sneak attack. So I'm turning sneak attack on, I'm turning cunning artifice on, and I'm throwing a throwing knife. The
dice!
Yes. Glorious. And this, let me go ahead and turn on, close this one, open this one. Oh, no, that's not the one. Sorry. Lingering wound is what I'm doing.
Lingering wound. Okay, so first off, that is 17 points of damage. And Uncanny Dodge is not refreshed. And
on the beginning of their turn, they will make a con saving throw or take 1d6 points of damage.
All right, cool. Excellent.
Rhea, they either take a point of healing or they make a action to close the wound.
Okay. Rhea is just going to run up and move into,
position, yeah.
Position.
I am going to have, since I hit, Darren is going to automatically hit.
Mm-hmm.
So Darren, the White-Hawked Shanthar, shall slash at the wrists, just like Abathur, not Abathur. Just like Almater wanted for 7 slashing damage.
That's a hit. Abbie Walker is bloodied.
I will use my bonus action to get behind this wall and press up against it, so that way I'm not.
Copy that. You may now remove the snail.
Oh, no, not -2. That would be -1. There we go. And I am removing the snail.
All right. Darren attacked. Rhea ran. You did your thing. It is Abbie's turn.
I'm going to shout out, come quietly or you're going down. We know who you are. And if you don't lay on your arms, you are going to die.
Abbie uses her bonus action to disengage. Uses her full movement. And then uses an action to dash. Captain Shrimptoes. Let's see. Well, nothing to it. He runs to here. Is he in range to fire? Not without disadvantage, so he's just going to keep running to try to keep pace.
Yep, that's a good idea. She's on the run.
His crew is also going to follow suit, just trying to keep up. Meanwhile, the guy who got hit with the snail, he is so injured that he's out. He's done. He's not fighting anymore.
I look at him. You're not getting paid if you don't fight.
I'm not dying for this. You can tell he's bloodied.
Yeah. No, I'm just giving him I'm just giving him shit.
Okay. Darius runs the opposite direction. With his bow at the ready.
Yep, he's good at the tracking, so hopefully that works out for us.
He's just trying to basically get to the other side so that he can cut her off. Darren, the White Hawk of Kionthar.
I'm gonna move him there for 40.
Hmm.
And then he has 60, so then the other 20 is gonna put him right here.
That's close enough. If you can get into a position where you can attack, then you can land an automatic hit.
Yes.
Oh, Abbie needed to roll a save at the beginning of her turn. I forgot.
That's right. Yes, please do.
Constitution save. A 15.
And
success.
It is a 15. Yep, that's a success. So no damage.
And does that?
And no more bleeding.
All right. So Darius, what are you gonna do? Rhea. Yeah, Rhea's gonna haul ass.
I can either put her there. I think that's the way to go. Okay, yeah, no, just yes, you're right. Get her in range.
She is semi-tactical, but also charges a lot.
Just charges a lot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. With Darius, I am going to let's see here. First 30 is going to take me. Oh, there's a window there. Well, cool.
Are you gonna smash another window?
I mean, it's possible. I'm not saying I'm doing that, but it's possible that I will be doing that. All right, question. If I go right here with my dash, that'll be 55. I should, it's a hard corner, but I should be able to get her, I think, or no?
She'll have cover, but you can attack her.
Oh, actually, what if I if I put myself like at this corner? So I'm like basically hiding behind this thing, but I basically look out,
your gears of warring it. Your gears of warring it. Yeah, no, I'll allow that. No cover from her or for her.
Perfect. Great. And now I'm going to use the other ability that I had barely gotten to use. I'm going to do Tumbling Throw.
It's nice that you actually get to bust out all your tricks right now.
Right? That's what's really cool. Okay, so I'm going to drop what this is going to do. When you make an attack with a thrown weapon, you can expend one cunning die to tumble away from danger. Add the cunning die to your AC until the beginning of your next turn. And you can move up to half your speed without broken. Oh, that's great. Okay, then I'm going to move up, take a shot without cover, right? Because I'm in the way that I'm at.
And then you're gonna like combat roll right into her or something.
I'm getting out of here. The place.
Nope. Okay, roll your attack.
Yep.
No advantage, but it is a sneak attack.
Yes, no advantage, but sneak attack. All right, core. I'm gonna take off Cunning Artifice, and I'm gonna roll that from my armor. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm gonna roll right into her. I'm gonna have a ton of armor. Yeah, let's do this. If you attack me, that means you can't attack my friends. That's cool with me. All right, throwing knife. 23, baby.
All right, she uses Uncanny Dodge.
Fine, let her.
Because
now she can't hit anybody else.
You weren't in stealth. All right, true. So 7 points of damage.
Yep, 7 points of damage, and I absolutely am going to roll 15 feet into her. I'm going to be on this side of her.
And roll 1d6 to see how much you add to your armor.
Yep, / roll 1d6, and I get 3. Haha.
That's decent.
Suck on that.
All
and then my pocket attacks.
Yes, and it's an automatic hit. Roll it.
Yes, 6 damage.
6 damage. Yeah.
I draw my rapier and hold it to her throat and say, I say again, you die if you don't surrender. You can walk away from this alive, but you're going to be in chains. But yeah.
Oh, Abbie who? Never heard of her. My name is Bristlebeard. I sail the sea. All right, she rips off her fake beard, throws it at you, and then dips.
Okay.
So she uses her bonus action to disengage.
Yep.
And then she just hauls ass.
She just hauls ass. Yep. Oh yeah.
And baby. She says, "Wah!"
Mate, I want her. That's great.
He's just gonna keep pace with her.
Yeah, dude, this is the way, man. You guys keep pace, I'll keep throwing daggers. Make her have to keep running, and I'll bring her down eventually. Also, she's going into the waiting arms of my backup, wherever he is. I have no idea where he is.
He's on his way. All right, this guy. 2 of the bandits are going to stop running and two of the pirates, they're bandits for stat block purposes. Two of the pirates are going to stop running and fire with their crossbows.
Yeah.
Fire the first. Fire the second. That one's good for 4 points of damage. Doink.
All right.
That is it for Captain Shrimp Toes and friends. Darius rounds the corner. You can't really see because he's, not a controlled dude. But you hear his bow sing out twice. Twangity twang. Oh, he should not have advantage, so we'll take the first one. That's a hit. And the second shot, also a hit. 9 points of damage.
Ooh, she's got to be close, man.
She's pretty wounded. It is your posse's turn. Rhea is just in her full armor, just forth.
Yep. Alrighty. I am going to move 30 feet forward.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm 20 feet away. I am going to do another tumbling throw.
All right. She has cover.
Actually, wait a minute. No, I can't do anything about that. Okay, I'm going to move up, and then... Okay, yeah. I'm just going to move up, and then I'm going to move again. So bonus action, so at movement, and then...
Dash.
Bonus action, yep.
No, you can't go straight. You have to go, like...
Wait, what? I can go through my allies.
This will proc an attack of opportunity. You're leaving her threatened square if you go to this square.
You are correct. What I will do, though, is... Okay, hold on. Let me go back 30 feet. Perfect. Okay, so that was my movement.
Mm-hmm.
With my bonus action, I'm going to go... If I'm right here, from this angle, does she still have cover? Or
yes,
can I be between
because you're firing through allies.
Is this down here open? What is this?
That is the underhang. I will allow you to pass through there. That's basically the underhang of this structure, whatever this structure is.
Will this give me normal attack?
Yes, that will give you normal attack.
Okay, then from where I was at there, I'm going to move to here, 20 feet of my 30 feet, and then I'm going to make my attack.
All right, roll it. No advantage.
No advantage. I know, I miss it so. All right, rolling the throwing knife. And 23, that's a hit.
And repeatedly, every single time it's your turn, she has her uncanny dodge because it refreshes on... She goes like right after you. So uncanny dodge, -7 damage.
And tumbling throw for me. So I'm going to roll a d6 and add that to my thingamabob.
Mm-hmm. Are you...
Roll one. Huh?
Have your cunning dice emptied out?
I have one left. I'm rolling. This is 3
out
of 4 that I've used.
You get +5 to your AC, and you immediately get to move 15 feet.
Yep. So then, and it doesn't provoke attacks opportunity.
Correct.
So, but I don't think I can actually get away from her with it. Then the next turn, you can move up to half of program. So I had 10 feet to move it left. Would I be able to move my 10 feet and then do my 15 feet?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You get your continuous movement.
Perfect. Then I will move 10 here.
And then use your cunning movement to...
feet. Yep.
Nice.
That away. Is this like a little wall?
Yeah, that's a little fence.
I'm going to get behind the little fence.
Roll an acrobatics check to cross it without taking an extra square of difficult movement.
Could I be here instead and not have to make that? Just
no,
that way I
no. If you want to get to the other side of this wall without going all the way around it, if you cross through this at all...
it's not difficult terrain. I can't take double movement to go through it?
You can take double movement to go through it. I was giving you an acrobatics check to not spend that extra square.
Oh, I don't want to risk it. I have been having a terrible time with my checks. I'll just take the double movement, thank you.
Okay, and you are now behind cover.
Perfect. And she took 7 points of damage after
Correct. Correct.
Perfect. And Darren, the White Hawk of Chianthar, hopefully will bring her down with this. The Talon of Doom, 6 points of damage.
Okay. Slash. She is not down.
I have a reaction available. Is there anything that possibly would proc a reaction at this time?
There is not.
Damn it.
However,
and Darren finds his button this way, so Darren is right there.
On her turn, she drops her rapier and her hand crossbow and says, okay, don't kill me.
I tell them to stand down and put her in, tie her up.
Yar! This guy lets out a hearty yar. Yar!
Yeah.
This guy lets out a hearty yar! This guy lets out a little arg.
The guy way back here is like, yay.
I don't know those guys. All right. They take Abbie Walker into custody.
Glorious.
Now, how are we all getting paid? Well, he knows he's getting a chunk of the change.
Yes.
But he didn't have a whole lot of cash on him to begin with, I don't think.
I gave him a little bit to get him started, but
all right. Well, he spends all of it to get these guys to not want a chunk of the change. So they're all bought off for their part.
Yeah. So I had him secured for 5 days. Looks like I didn't give him anything extra, so I had him secured for 5 days. Okay. How much does it take to secure these guys?
Let's see. They're normally a bandit costs 2 gold a day. This was just a quick fight, but it was a potentially lethal one. Give him 4 gold and he can buy them off.
Okay. And this secures that they were getting hired for this job, right? That's it.
Yeah, this is just a one-time, hey, let me capture this person. All right, I'm
Cool.
giving you this money and you're all leaving.
I dropped the 4 gold. Bam. We're good.
Okay.
I have spent a lot of money today, but I feel like I'm going to be getting a good recompense for it in the end. You got to spend money to make money in Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and let me reopen the, because I did not expect to get her today. Let me get to the Abbie Walker. Bam.
You have to bring her back to
Doesn't
the
say where.
House of Mastery. All the bounties are payable at the House of Mastery.
Perfect. I am extremely injured.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I am going to be standing in a way to where my people are protecting me. I'm like, hey, look, I'm not feeling good.
First off, is Captain Shrimptoes accompanying you, or is he staying here at the Blushing Mermaid?
I would like him to accompany me because I have another task for him in regards to things to do.
Okay, then we're going to go back to the map.
Also, I want to find out, since we did a one-time job for those guys, would I be able to pay the pirates the rest of a day's wages, like the next rank up to get them to do another job?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to drop another 4 gold. And my plan is to tell them all about the crab thing and have them accompany Darius to go do the crab thing while I turn this bounty in. When they're done with the crab thing,
they're not interested in the crab thing.
There is more money involved if they do a good job.
Yeah, but it's not their scene. They don't feel like it.
Okay, I'll take the 4 gold back then.
Not trying to screw you. It's just not,
It's cool.
Like,
it's cool.
Darius is good for it. Hunters and that sort of thing. Trappers, fishermen. But
Yeah.
these folk, they care not for such things.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Then I am going to find out if Captain Shrimp. My plan was to have him and Darius go take care of that while I took care of this bounty, and we could all meet up and share the spoils.
You want me to go hunt some bleeding crabs?
I want you to show me that, as you've said, you're going to be working with me. This is a job. We need to make money. You get part of this money so you can keep your lifestyle, and I can get you a boat. You want a boat, don't you? I pull the daggers that he threw into her body out of her, and I go, okay, look, take these back, do your thing. I recover my throwing knives. I'm going to go take care of business. You're going to go take care of business, and we're going to meet back. Let's see here. You know where the House of Mastery is, right?
Aye.
All right. I hand him the giant crab infestation flyer that I have, and I tell them to go to the Fire Breath Inn and Tavern, get whatever information they need, head out to go get those crabs, turn in the amount. I know how much everything is worth. We're going to split it evenly. It's you a third, him a third, and me a third. You got it?
Aye.
Perfect.
Just taking some notes on that. All right, so I've put them all in the crab zone over here.
I pull each of them aside, and I'm like, hey, like Captain Deadeye, I just hired this guy. He doesn't have the kind of relationship you and I do. Make sure to, keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't try and make off any extra crap. These things are worth 5 gold each. It's a big deal, all right?
Do you pull aside Jarrus and give him the same talk?
I do the same exact talk.
All right. Given that your marching order is now somewhat smaller and Rhea is protecting you, give me a new marching order, and then it's time to head to Garmel's House of Mastery.
I think we're still fine with this marching order, but I'm trying to keep myself positioned like towards the walls and stuff, to where I have like my back to a wall kind of a thing.
Okay. It took some time to have the various conversations that you had, so it is now 11:40.
Copy that.
Are you ready to head to Garmel's House of Mastery?
I am, but I'm also changing her from. I'm keeping her rope ties, but I'm also putting manacles on her.
Okay. All right. You use a pair of manacles.
Yep, and I'm taking my. It's a crappy lock. It's like a 10 DC lock, but she would have to unlock herself or break the manacles and the rope to get out. She's pretty well and truly tied up.
All right. What I'm going to say is that because it's been over 30 minutes, I am rolling for encounters when you move. Unless,
oh God, of course you are.
Unless an encounter occurs, you're fine. If an encounter occurs, it presents a possible opportunity for her to escape.
I'm going to hobble her. No, actually, I'm going to be taking. She had that poison that hobbled us, so
for 6 seconds at a time.
Yeah, but I just want it. I'm not saying I'm going to use it on her necessarily, but I
want
her
okay.
poison.
All right. Well,
she has a cool crossbow and some poison, so I'm taking those things. I don't want to have anything on her.
Okay, add the hand crossbow and 3 doses of poison.
Cool. I'm on it.
Because she's one of those monsters that's just like her attacks do extra damage.
Absolutely.
Just, they just magically do.
Let's just say she had 3 left for sure.
Yeah, 3 vials of poison.
And crossbow.
And we'll call it a snailfoot extract because it.
Extract.
Yep.
Poison.
Cool. Are you done with that?
I am done with that. Yes.
Okay.
I think that's what I can do right now.
Then it is time to move. You only have to cross 1 district right now.
Yep.
Okay. But
Joe, please, Joe, I need this.
I'm rolling for encounters.
Please, anything. Just, I'll give you 5 gold. Don't do this.
Survey says, while moving through Baldur's Gate, no encounter occurs.
Thank God. Thank you, Muller.
I just needed to test it to make sure that encounters could occur. All right, yep. So that's another 10 minutes. I was like, is this thing broken? Nope. And you make your way to Garmel's House of Mastery. It is 11:50 a.m.
Perfect. And I roll in there like a big dick in a locker room.
Okay. You turn in the bounty.
Does she try to you know what? I don't even care.
Because nothing happened, and you took good precautions, she didn't really get a chance. You successfully turn in the bounty and collect the 750 gold piece reward.
Glorious. I'm not trying to skip. I meant like try and talk her way out of this, but I don't care. She tries to talk her way out of it.
She probably does. You ignore her. You've had a rough day, and you just keep pressing on. All right. So you gain 750. You had promised Tarina 25% of that, right? In exchange for a favor.
I did, and a favor, yep.
All right. So that means
I will go settle up with her before Captain Shrink Guy returns, because they're going to be on this job for a while, I would assume.
Yeah, you've assigned both Tarina and those guys to tasks that are going to take them the remainder of the workday.
Well, but I can make sure that I can get her funds. Like, I can leave it at her. Well, I don't know where she lives. Never mind, I can't do that. Okay.
Correct.
I will just hold on to it. So technically, out of this, I can do math. Give me a second here. Out of 750, half of that would end up being 375. Half of that would end up being 150 plus half percent is 1,267 gold.
Yep. So take all the gold, but write down, keep some notes.
Yep. I'm going to put down on my party treasury. And that's where I'm going to do it, because that's what that's for. Party treasure. I'm going to put on carried loot. Whoa, we have a lot of extra money here that's just in carried loot. Okay, Nate, the carried loot that was all in here beforehand, I'm going to add another layer that says Joplin's loot or hideout loot. I'm putting that there.
Okay.
Because we have stashed loot. And actually, because I have, what's his name? I have Josso, Quinn Josso. I am going to have him move most of our belongings that are currently at the High Hall. I'm going to basically have him move to Joplin's, and he is going to become our barkeep at Joplin's, unless the barkeep stayed. Did the barkeep stay on? No,
you're going to have to get all new staff, and in fact, great. that's something we can deal with on our next game.
That's great. I'm gonna basically put Clem in charge of that. He's a noble. He gets all up in this business. He knows how these things work. I'm basically gonna have him take point on basically he's going to take point on getting the actual business up and running. Is what I'm going to be doing.
Okay, so he's in charge of being the manager for the time being.
Yes, he's in charge of manager for the time being, and he's moving all the stuff from the High Hall to Josso's. And I'm not abandoning the High Hall, but I'm leaving it as a last resort place. It's not going to be our main base anymore.
Do me a favor and roll 1d4 plus 1.
Oh goodness. Okay. Oh, that went everywhere.
4. You have gained your team has gained 4 points of renown with the Bannerless Legion, which increases your rank to rank 1.
Oh, cool. That's great.
Yes. You gain 750 XP, or 750 GP, as I said. And you also gain, and we'll divide this out later. $1,725 XP.
Wow. That's awesome.
Abbie Walker is a tough target.
Yeah, that was, I, again, did not really expect to have that happen this time around, but I'm extremely glad that it did.
And the quest is completed. So, I think also that's going to take the remainder. So it is now noon.
Yes.
And I think this is a good place for us to leave off for today.
I agree, because if it turns out that we have no people next time, then I can keep going with this. If not, while we're doing our things, our friends are off doing a quest, and I have more leads, and I've done some good work on making sure we're securing Joplin. So I think this is a great place to end it.
Excellent. Notes complete. Yep.
Mate, as always, you're amazing.
GG, mate. Thank you for playing. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I apologize for the transmission issues, so hopefully you're enjoying this in the future. And we'll let you know when the next episode comes around. Until then, have a good one.
Thanks, everybody.